There you go.
Oh, look at that. I want to see the butterflies. I want to get out of my chrysalis and just
I like what you said
enjoy
that. Yeah.
the fresh air this weekend, because it sounds like it's going to be pretty nice, right?
And it's not easy working with, I hear children on the air and butterflies.
Yeah.
Because they just want to fly away.
We got it all covered
but we
today.
manage it. She did an excellent job. Yeah, this weekend, great weekend ahead. It's going to be warmer. We know that much. But it might be a little hazy off in the distance. Let me show you why coming up here. I want to throw this down. Smoke plume, it'll be on the light category, but really our flow will pull some of that southward. Take a look and see. Not necessarily generated by our own local fires, but from stuff up in the Pacific Northwest, up in Washington in particular. Believe it or not, we can transport some of that haze that far away into our own valley. Once again, light category, I just want to throw it out there. And obviously we still have some heavier stuff around Shaver Lake, and we'll continue to see that. As far as wind is concerned, that's our big sell today on. It will increase over the weekend. This will generally be the area around the Delta where we see it strongest, but we'll double it up. These numbers are very tame right now. Double it up for the weekend, but still well below advisory criteria at this point. So that's some good news ahead, but let me just show you what we'll get for the night. See, it pops up to almost 20, drops down again, then back up again for tomorrow. So that's the rest of your afternoon, evening gusts right there. So once again, overnight, not so bad, but the afternoons it'll pop up. And there's what's left, or what's continuing, I should say, of that low. And it is moving out to the east ever so slowly. But you see the Sierra is getting some moisture from that. We're not quite done with it yet. Not just yet. Just when we think it's moving on out. But then here comes high pressure in behind it, helping the winds along as well. But look at that clearing. And that's why we're going to poke up the temperatures a little bit this weekend, get a little front through, and that'll dip them back down, but only briefly before they really start to surge. We have a lot of energy offshore. If it wasn't for strong high pressure, we'd have more of these systems coming down, and we probably wouldn't see much recovery in the temperatures. But we will this time around, and that means middle to upper 90s. We're still staying shy of 100. It's not my fault. I'm not non-committal. I don't think we're going to hit that to 100. But either way, could there be a lone 100? I suppose. But we're not calling for it here. So 50s and 60s, not bad. We're a nice night tonight and a decent afternoon where the 90s do show up in a few spots. So we do expect that. But in general, we're going to stay on the warm side, but not overly warm. You know, we've been talking so much about what the Lodi Grape Festival goes on through the weekend. But how about another wonderful festival I've been talking about since a week ago? Take a look, the Aloha Festival. Come on. Yeah, have a little fun out there. Temperature, that's in Auburn, Gold Country Fairgrounds. So and there's a time frame from 10 a.m. to 7 on your Saturday. Sounds like a lot of fun to me. If you want to get that Hawaiian food, it's very nice. Anything Polynesian, I'm kind of down with it. I'll tell you that. It's great. Good stuff. And then, of course, the temperatures do dip a little bit over the weekend, but the heat up, the warm up is going to be through next week. And that's when we start to get those upper 90s right there. And when they drop down, they do drop back down again. You knew that was going to happen. Take a look at the upper elevations, and we go from 70s to 70s, but, you know, upper and lower. And then, like I said, we'll probably see those storms scatter even better for tomorrow, not much left of what you're seeing now. And then, of course, the foothills, we see those 80s turn into 90s. So we are expecting temperatures to climb through the middle to almost the end of next week area-wide. So it'll be a warm-up, but it won't last too long. Brady.
All right, Brian, thank you.